The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Good. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Patterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's good.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
6-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to the ground. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up on a fumble for Anthony Barr. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up.
And Thiel's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before the break.
That drive stretch is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's taken in, it's B.C. Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cousins again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good. We're up.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Cousins pass. Incomplete on the throw.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Cousins to throw it. This is screen to Abdullah. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Patterson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. Last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Gaines got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Patterson on the carry. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. With power here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Bears ability.
Eddie Pinheiro lining
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rolling to his right. Pressure, and he's taken down. take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down.
They'll try the left side. Patterson. He's got the first down more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Gain on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Trubisky will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. And just shutting him off there. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 42, Vikings 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, Cousins. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 1.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
42. Vikings 32.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On third down, Trubisky. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Bears 42. Vikings 32.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
16-yard line.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That's out to the left and complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one was
interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
After right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 32. Eddie Pinheiro to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try to bring pressure.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Trubisky. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Looking deep in the direction of Abdullah. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. On the move to his left. A dump off for Abdullah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going for it all. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Thiel's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, Cousins again, eluding the pressure right. Now it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
The 2-point conversion.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched him before week 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. This will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.